Ilia Topuria has been on an unstoppable rise in the UFC. The reigning lightweight champion has carved a path through some of the sport's biggest names, knocking out Alexander Volkanovski, Max Holloway, and Charles Oliveira, and doing it without a single loss on his record. He's even captured UFC gold in 2 weight classes, cementing himself as one of the most dominant forces in modern MMA. But dominance brings scrutiny, and lately, Topuria has been under fire for a decision he hasn't even officially made yet, whether or not to defend his belt against Arman Tsarukyan. On the Believe You Me podcast, UFC veterans Michael Bisping and Paul Felder voiced their frustration, criticizing Topuria for appearing to dismiss the idea of a Tsarukyan title defense. Bisping even compared the situation to John Jones allegedly avoiding certain top contenders during his reign. That comparison didn't sit well with Daniel Cormier. On his YouTube channel, the former 2-division champ came to Topuria's defense and turned Bisping's own history into an example. Paul, I understand the frustration, Cormier began. But Mike, you were on the championship side. You know, when you were getting ready to fight Dan Henderson, you wanted some get back on him, so you fought him. But if there was a bigger fight for you, Georges St. Pierre, for that matter, you took it, even though your Romero, at the time, Mike, was probably the more justified #1 contender. The bigger fight was GSP, and you took it. I get the frustration, but think about the champion's side, too. Cormier's point is clear: when you're holding UFC gold, decisions aren't just about rankings. They're about legacy, money, and timing. Sometimes the fight that makes the most business sense isn't the one that the rankings demand. That's not to say Tsarukyan isn't a worthy challenger. Many believe he could be the toughest test of Topuria's career, particularly because of his relentless grappling and pressure-heavy style. If anyone could drag El Matador into deep waters, it might be him. But there's a complication: Tsarukyan's relationship with the UFC hasn't exactly been smooth. Earlier this year, he pulled out of a scheduled title fight with Islam Makhachev, and some believe he's still working his way back into the promotion's good graces. That uncertainty leaves the door wide open for Topuria to entertain other opponents. The possibilities are intriguing. A high-voltage clash with Justin Gaethje would promise fireworks. A bout with Paddy Pimblett could generate massive fan interest and global attention, even if it's not the most competitive on paper. And a rematch with Max Holloway, given their history and Holloway's continued success, could be marketed as a blockbuster. For now, the lightweight champion hasn't made an official move. But the debate rages on: should he face the man many see as his toughest stylistic challenge, or chase the fights that offer the biggest stage? In the world of UFC champions, the belt isn't the only thing on the line. Every choice shapes a legacy. And for Ilia Topuria, the next choice could define how his reign is remembered. Don't miss out on the latest MMA news. If you're an MMA fan, please subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out, and I'd appreciate it a lot. Thanks so much, and just hit that subscribe button below.